Yo, we back at it. We had a week off of Music Mondays, but we are back. We're back. And we want to switch it up. We still talking about my top gospel albums of all time. But because it's December and because we're moving into the Christmas time and we're getting Christmas spirit, I know our tree is already up. We got some decorations popping. We got a wreath on the door, a ribbon on the back door. We out here. We celebrating Christmas. I want to talk about this month my top 4 gospel Christmas albums. Well, I guess that kind of is like redundant, right?
No.
Well, no, I guess it's not. So my top 4 Christmas albums, and I want to give you my top 5 songs on each one, and that's what we about to do. So let's get into it. Hey, yo, you like music? I don't even know why I asked that. Of course you do. That's why you here. Let me talk to you about this fire album real quick. Come on and kick it with Kai. All right, so the first album that I want to talk about, which we're going to talk about today, is that album right over there. I'm going to get it together one day. Right here. Right here. That album right here. Kirk Franklin and the Family, Christmas. That joint came out November 1995. 1995, I was 8 years old. And I definitely don't think we got it in we might have got it in November. When did we get this album? I want to say my mom got us this album. It probably was like right after Thanksgiving when we got this joint. I remember because I think I was one of the first people at my church. Me, my boy Demad, and Michael Harrison were like the first 3 people at my church to start talking about this album. We all came to choir rehearsal the Friday that of the week that we got it. We came to choir rehearsal that night, and we were talking about Silver and Gold remix. I'm giving y'all too much. Listen, this album is fire from top to bottom. I want to let you know this album's fire from top to bottom. And if you're sitting there and you're saying, man, I didn't know Kirk Franklin had a Christmas album. Go stream that mug. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube. I'm going to put all the links in the description as I always do. Go stream this mug. This is like, to me, this is one of the greatest Christmas albums of all time. One of the greatest, because we're going to get into the greatest that I personally feel like. This is one of the greatest though. Top 3, and it ain't 3, Christmas albums of all time by one of my favorite artists, one of the most prolific gospel artists of all time, man. Kirk Franklin. I want to give you my top 5 because there's a lot of hits on here. For somebody that said, I didn't know Silver and Gold had a remix. Yeah, it's on the album. It's on the album. Check it out. You might know a song off this album, Now Behold the Lamb. It's on here. This is where it comes from. Kirk Franklin Christmas album. So if you love that song, which most of us do, go check that album out. It's only 11 songs on this album. My number 5 on this album, Now Behold the Lamb. We're going in order from 5 all the way to 1. 1 being my absolute favorite on this album. My number 5 is Now Behold the Lamb. That is my number 5 song off this album. My number 4. See, I'm battling here because it's such a dope album. There's so many dope songs on here. They need to know. They've taken Christ from Christmas. Replaced it with toys and games. That song right there.
They've taken Christ from Christmas. Replaced it with toys and games. The world really needs to know that
I think his name is Dalen Collins, the same guy that sings Now Behold the Lamb, the same guy that is on Lovely Day. Ooh, oh. That guy, I know that sounded terrible. That guy sings the lead on this joint, and that song is really dope. 3 for me is going to be Silent Night. It opens the album, right? And it's so smooth. And it's a dope take on Silent Night. So that's my number 3. My number 2 song on this album is There's No Christmas Without You. First of all, this song is dope. And I don't know who the saxophonist player.
Ciao.
the saxophonist. But that dude gets off on this song. He's in his bag on this song, right? Whoever's on the sax is in his bag on this song. When you press play on this song, Kirk Franklin says Merry Christmas. It sounds like everybody in the group. He says Merry Christmas too. He names everybody. He says Merry Christmas, Vicky. Merry Christmas, Tam. Merry Christmas, so-and-so. Merry Christmas, so-and-so. And then the last person, it's like he might like forget. I don't even know if he's in the group because he doesn't say his name. He's like, Merry Christmas, Kirk. Merry Christmas, bruh. It's time. He names everybody, but he leaves that last dude out. And I want to know who that. I've always wondered, like, who is that last guy? Like, who is that? Was he in the group? Kirk, if you're watching this, let us know who that last dude is that just gets the bruh. This is my number 2. This is my number 2 super smooth song. Again, whoever's on that sax, shout out to you, bruh, because you was in your bag on that when you was getting off. My favorite song on this album, track 3, Jesus Is the Reason. This song, you wanna get us hype. I'm going back to being 8 years old. You wanna get the youth at my church hype, dumb hype. At 8 years old, drop that Jesus Is the Reason. Come on, put your hands together. A good God. You better ask somebody. Oh, that good God. Santa Claus ain't got none of this. Set. My favorite part of the whole song. Yeah. I love it when you call him your savior. If you don't know him, now you know him. So my 5 on this album, Navajo the Lamb, They Need to Know, Silent Night, There's No Christmas Without You. My number 1, Jesus Is the Reason for the Season. If you haven't heard this album, go stream that joint. Apple, Tidal, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever else you get your music. If it's on a CD, dust that joint off, put that joint in whatever you play CDs in these days, and listen to it, man. Yeah, it's another Music Mondays. I'ma holla at y'all.